Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles, and today's video I'm going to be talking about the new PayPal Pay in 4 option. I think this is really cool, especially being that I enjoy using PayPal anyways. I've created multiple videos about why I use PayPal for my business, and they are introducing a Pay in 4 option, so a buy now, pay later option that I think is going to be beneficial to a lot of business owners out there. I've been using buy now, pay later options through Sezzle for my business, and it's been working really great. It just gives your customers an option as far as, you know, if they're wanting to split up the payments. And so options are always great as long as the options are beneficial to your customers and your business. So I do recommend, if you are interested in using this buy now, pay later option, that you do your research, watch the video. And then also, if you have any unanswered questions, leave them down below, or go to the website yourself and, you know, continue to read on, or call PayPal directly to get more information before you implement this option. Now, I do want to say this up front too, that this option is not available on all e-commerce sites at this point. I am going to get into later in the video which sites it is available on, and I'm going to get into like the details and things like that. So if you are interested in the PayPal new Pay in 4 option, be sure to stay tuned, give the video a big thumbs up. Please make sure that you are subscribed, and let's get right into the video. So PayPal is offering a Pay in 4 option. Like I mentioned, there is a no interest option, but there is a late fee assessed if the payment is made later. The Pay in 4 option gives your customers the ability to pay over the course of 4 payments. You do get the funds up front, and your customers are able to make payments to pay off that purchase. Similar to my Sezzle videos, the buy now, pay later option that I currently use, where customers are able to split up their payments. So if you are interested in using Sezzle for a buy now, pay later option for your business, be sure to click the link down below this video and sign your store up for that. It does also say that it's easy to send and easy to get paid. It only takes a few clicks to create, send, and get paid fast with PayPal invoicing. So you can use PayPal invoicing for the Pay in 4 as well, for certain items and on certain accounts. Now, this is something that isn't available to everyone at this point. It's like I said, it's not available to every e-commerce platform, but we're going to continue reading to learn more about what platforms it is available with and what platforms it is not. PayPal also has different funding options for your business. So you don't only have to promote Pay in 4. They also do have PayPal lines of credit. So if your customers are wanting to purchase and wanting to look into different options that you offer, if you are using PayPal, then PayPal credit would be another option that you could look into. So on the screen here, it gives you a glance of how the Pay in 4 option looks on the phone. So if one of your customers were to go ahead and sign up for the Pay in 4, the buy now, pay later option, Pay in 4 and PayPal credit are included in PayPal checkout, so you can start offering customers financing immediately. So when your customer checks out and they log into their PayPal account, they may have an option to split the payments up into 4 payments, or they may be able to finance the payment. Just depends on what's available. It talks about payment flexibility, so you get paid up front while your customers pay later, which I think is a tremendous benefit. That's similar to Sezzle, like I mentioned a minute ago. You get the funds up front, and then your customers are responsible for making the payments to fulfill their balance. It is an interest-free choice. So with Pay in 4, your customers can pay over time, and there is no interest. So it's not like they're taking out a loan where they have to pay back interest immediately or interest after a few months. As long as they're making their payments on time, it is a interest-free choice. So I think that is something to highlight and to promote for your customers. And then also it will be another incentive, if you will, to get your customers to actually get to the checkout portion. Now, we do know as entrepreneurs, and especially as e-commerce entrepreneurs, that it's really important to drive traffic to your website, but it's even more important to try and get that traffic to at least stay on your website long enough to find a product that they're interested in or a service that they're interested in, and reach the checkout. So if they do reach the checkout, letting them know that they have the ability to possibly be able to break the payments up into 4, but they do have to log into their PayPal account before they know if that option is available to them. So that's another way, another incentive for your customers to go to the website and actually carry through the checkout process to see if that's something that they are eligible for. And if they're not, then we can look into other ways of financing. You may want to fall back on Sezzle, like I mentioned, or you may want to look into PayPal a PayPal line of credit, or you may want to look into a different merchant altogether. But still, it still gives you an option to, or not really an option, but an incentive to advise to your customers on what their options could be if they were to go ahead and continue the checkout process and actually reach the cart. So on here, I'm just scrolling down so that you can see some of the other benefits in regards to PayPal Pay in 4. It does say easy promotion, so add dynamic pay later messaging to your site with a single integration. So this is something, if you do want to add and promote it on your website, you can definitely do so. It's also going over some popular brands that are now using the PayPal Pay in 4 option for their customers. So you can scroll back up, or not scroll back up, but rewind the video if you kind of want to see some of those merchants or some of those stores again. And then again, it's showing a picture here of what it looks like in action if you were to, if your customers were to actually use the buy now, pay later option, kind of what it looks like on your phone. Most of the customers that are going to a lot of websites are using their phones or tablets or some kind of wireless device. So just gives you kind of a preview of what it's going to look like. And then it also shows you here how they can choose the pay in 4. So they'll have an option to pay later if they wanted to, or, just pay directly through their PayPal account, or, they'll have options through PayPal. So I think that is really tremendous. If you are using PayPal, the good news is there's really nothing extra that you have to do in order to offer this. The only spot I would say that could be a little tricky is the fact that you don't know if everyone is automatically approved. So you can't just say that this is something that I'm offering and everyone can get it. It is something that, like I said, it's available to certain accounts, and it also is available on certain e-commerce sites. I did call PayPal just to get more clarity, and I wanted to know if I could use this option with Shopify, because I did not see Shopify listed on the website as a e-commerce site that's compatible with buy now, pay later through PayPal. And the representative did inform me that I still can offer the pay in 4, because the pay in 4 would be offered through that specific customer's account and not really through my website. So if that answers, I hope that answers some questions out there. If you are wondering, hey, I didn't really see my e-commerce site listed, can my customers still take advantage of it? I was advised that they can, as long as it's applicable and available in their specific account. So that's why I was mentioning that they'll have to log into their PayPal account and see what options are available for them if they are interested in taking advantage of this. So it shows how much you've paid. It shows the remaining balance if they are approved, and once they check out. It also shows when their payment is scheduled for. It shows their plan summary, the purchase amount, the purchase date, and the purchase method. And it just gives off that information there. I do recommend, like I said before, looking through the fine print, making sure that this is something that you want to offer on your site. And even if it's not something that you technically want to offer, like I said before, if you are offering PayPal, then this is an option that would be available to your customers. So I think if nothing more, it's definitely a selling point to get more of your customers over to the checkout portion, knowing that this is something that could possibly be available to them. So right now I'm just showing you more e-commerce platforms that are available for the messaging, or not the messaging, but for the promotion of the buy now, pay later. So if you want to have the buy now, pay later banner on your website, if you work with any of these platforms, then I believe you can go ahead and do that. So right here, it's just going over the messaging options that you have, and how you can update your site and things like that. Now, again, I do use Shopify. I did not see Shopify listed. I'm looking again as I'm doing this voice over, and I still don't see Shopify, but that's okay. That's where it comes, for me, that's where I'm going to challenge myself to make sure that I'm actually communicating with as many people as I possibly can to let them know that this is an option that we can look into. So say a customer goes to your website and you're already using Sezzle, which I've mentioned, if you are interested in using Sezzle, it's another buy now, pay later option. That link is down below this video. But say that you're interested, say that they're interested in using Sezzle or buy now, pay later option, and they go through Sezzle, but they're not approved. They can then try again to purchase through PayPal and see if the buy now, pay later option is available through PayPal. So here I just kind of wanted to go over the questions and answers portion of PayPal. And the first question reads, will I be able to use Pay in 4? We are offering Pay in 4 to a growing number of our U.S. customers. Now this is the answer, of course. Availability depends on your state of residence, and you must be at least 18 years of age or the age of majority in your state to apply. You must also have a PayPal account in good standing or open a PayPal account in order to apply. Pay in 4 is not available for certain merchants and goods. If you choose Pay in 4 as your payment method when you check out with PayPal, you'll be taken through the application process. So there is an application process. Like I mentioned, everyone is not going to be approved for PayPal Pay in 4. I'm just truly excited that they are offering this. I think this is going to be a game changer when it comes to securing more sales. And it's up to us to make sure that we're positioning this new opportunity the right way. If you are not able to add a banner through the PayPal website, I did previously show coding options that were available for certain e-commerce sites. If it's not available for your e-commerce site, you can still look into different apps that Shopify offers if you are using Shopify like myself, to go ahead and add a banner or note that this is something that is eligible for certain customers. Now, I wouldn't put it in that way. I would say that PayPal is offering a buy now, pay later option, continue through the checkout process to see if you qualify or something like that. That's going to, number one, let customers know that they don't have to pay upfront, potentially, for the full price of their products and services. And it's also going to spark interest to a lot of customers to see if they are going to be eligible, if they can apply, if this is something that they can take advantage of. And then also another question is, what purchase amounts qualify for Pay in 4? So you can use Pay in 4 for eligible shopping cart values between $30 to $600. So also keep that in mind. I would write a note on that if this is something that you are going to be actively offering to your customers, and letting them know that the purchase amount has to be between $30 and $600. There may be customers that are purchasing products or services for under $30 and may wonder why they cannot get approved for Pay in 4. And although you may not know every single reason pertaining to why they're not approved, maybe their account's not in good standing, maybe there's other factors, but you can let them know, hey, one of the qualifications is that you have to purchase at least $30 to $600. So I'm still scrolling down so that you can see different information pertaining to PayPal Pay in 4. But like I've been stating the entire video, I really think this is a great opportunity, especially if we position it the right way. Half the journey when we are looking at increasing sales for our e-commerce business is getting people aware of our business, and then converting them to our actual site, and then encouraging them to stay on the site long enough to add products and services to their cart, and then hoping that they actually reach that checkout process. So this is something that we can definitely use, like I said, if we use it the right way, to encourage more people to go ahead and buy. Also, another question is, how long will my Pay in 4 plan last? Your individual plan will last a little over 6 weeks in total. The down payment will be due at the time of the transaction, and then 3 subsequent payments will be taken every 15 days thereafter. So if you do want to go to the PayPal website and print out this sheet, or print out this page at least, so that you kind of have some answers if your customers are interested, or if they do have questions as far as the PayPal Pay in 4 that you are going to be talking about or advertising, then you'll be able to go right to that sheet and answer the question. So I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.